Hey Metafam, Piwizo here. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to go through the MetazooGames.com website. So this is the official website of Metazoo, and on this site there's a lot of really good content that I think maybe a lot of people don't really take the time to go through, and it also talks a lot about Metazoo as a brand and also the story behind Metazoo. It's not just a card game with different cryptid pictures on them, like Bigfoot, as you guys know, Loch Ness Monster, all that. There's actually a lot of content on this website, and actually, the biggest draw I want to talk about today is actually the Metazoo Illustrated story that's online that you can read chapters 1 to 5 right now. 6 is coming soon, and it actually delves into the Metazoo story. So this is the main page. You'll see that the first button here, if you click on it, it brings you to the Discord link, and then you can accept an invite and join. So this is actually a really great server. There's tons of really good community members on here, and also this is where Mike Waddell and the Metazoo team post a lot of their updates and announcements that for upcoming promos or upcoming products, or if you're into the NFTs, they also post about that as well. So let's go back to the homepage again. So I wanted in this video to mainly go through the Illustrated Storybook. So what I initially thought was that Metazoo was kind of like a comic book. So where the different frames, kind of like DC Comics or Marvel Comics, but actually it's an illustrated story. So let me show you guys. This will be what comes up, and then you can actually take a look here. So this is the front cover. So Cryptid Nation, Chapter 1, and then it goes through the story. So it actually reads like a regular book with some pictures inside. As you can see, there's Ingrid Cole, there's Mothman, and then there's a lot of text. So it's actually a pretty good read if you're into books and not just comic books. This is a nice story that you can actually bring your laptop or pad in front of a nice cozy fireplace, sit in front of the window with it, and yeah, read through it like a regular novel. The benefit of this is that there are some great illustrations, and actually, so I'll just skip through the story and the pictures. It's really great, and there are different channels that actually read through the story, so you can actually put it on in the background. Maybe I can do a few videos of that as well if you guys are interested. I'm not too sure if my voice makes the cut, but I definitely be glad to do that if there's some interest. As you can see, there's Sam Sinclair looking out into the distance with a Mothman out there. And yeah, so there's some, so this is chapter 1, and there are some tidbits that Mike Waddell put in here, which is pretty interesting. I'll go to the end here. So here's a letter from Mike Waddell, just showing that, I guess, his appreciation for us reading this illustrated book and also being part of the Metazoo family. And here's some bonus illustrations. And actually, so this is pretty interesting. So this is, since this is the digital version of the book, so if you were able to purchase the comic on the Metazoo website when it first released, I'll show you here. So the marketplace. So here, so there's the Metazoo Cryptid Nation Illustrated Novel Chapter 4. So there are promos that come in, these, I guess, physical copies of the novel. And for the digital one that we just read, you can actually cut it out. It's a Chapter 1 digital metal. And so there's the front, and there's also the back as well. So you can create your own Metazoo card, I guess. So that was pretty interesting. So that was Chapter 1. And for Chapter 2, I scrolled through, and there's actually something interesting at the back as well. So let me put it to full view. So once again, so it starts through with this one actually even has a map in it. So it's pretty cool. Every chapter has something different to offer. And so if we go to the end, and here it is, another letter from Mike And here, see, this is the last 2 pages. And instead of a card, we have commercials, kind of like the old style comic books. Like, I don't know, Superman, Batman. They always have some advertisements in the back. A way for the comic book industry to make money back then was to get adverts from different companies, like, I don't know, soap brands, sea monkeys, all that stuff. You can order stuff from there as well. So here you have, let's see, Southern Heat collectibles. There's a commercial there, and Cryptoid cameras. I'm pretty sure that's just for fun. This does not exist. If it does, please let me know. I'm pretty interested to maybe get something like this. It looks very trolly. The last thing I wanted to touch on this video is actually, so if we go back to Metazoo Games website, you'll see on the bottom here, there's actually Metazoo Quick Start Guide. So you can actually see the how to play the game. So this is by the official Metazoo team, and they'll teach you about the different beasties, how to use the aura cards, how to use the Terra cards, how the fourth wall effects work, and how to play the game in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do hope that it has inspired some of you to go and take a look at Metazoo's Illustrated Story. Chapters 1 through 5 are currently available. Got chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how great the illustrations are. And best of all, it's all free to read. It is really important to understand the storyline and not just view Metazoo as just a collectible card game, but a well thought out story with its own unique characters and background. Metazoo is not just a mishmash of cryptids printed on some cards. As always, keep on casting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.